Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and today we have another locomotive review. Now, I was supposed to review these locos quite a while ago, but I've just not got around to it. So I've just been incredibly busy and just not been able to review any of the locos I've accumulated, and there's been quite a few join, and there will be a couple leaving. There will be a video on that very soon. Just over the course of however long, and I think it was over a month ago now that the last loco was reviewed, and that was delayed from when I got it. So a while back we had the Hornby B1 Mayflower join the collection, and obviously I got it on release as well. And funny story is it was actually a disaster. This isn't the original B1 Mayflower that I received. The original one had a mechanical defect, meaning it went back, and this one took its place. Now, this is still not 100% perfect, and you will see why in a bit, but I mean, it's only a very minor issue considering the major one that the first Mayflower had. But yeah, we will do a review of this today, and whatever. It is very delayed, and there's lots more locos to review and lots of videos to do before I catch up to where I currently am. With the most recent locomotive that joined, but I'm hoping to get a couple done at least today, and then I'm a little bit closer to being finally ticked off in terms of loco reviews. So we will have a look around this loco, show the detail off and what you get with the loco, etc., and then give it a run and a final verdict. So let's get to it. So this is Mayflower's box then, and as you can see it is a 1-to-1 collection box artwork, which is pretty nice, I will say. I do like the box on this. Standard Hornby box in the middle though, as you can see, with a block of ice, which is to be expected. There's not really anything interesting in this box, I will say. Trying to do this one-handed is quite difficult. Just mainly the detail part. So yeah, it's just couplings, brake rigging and stuff like that in there. Not worth showing you really. I'll show you the artwork on the back of the box though, which is quite nice. It gives you a full history on the locomotive and some actual real life photos of Mayflower, which is pretty nice. So you can pause that and read it if you like. Gumph then, Thompson B1 class, as you can see, this is the instructions. It shows how to do the couplings, disconnect the tender, just sort of lubrication points, and just where you take the body off, and fitting the decoder, and fitting the brake rigging as well, which is basically, yeah, just the usual Hornby instruction manual for a loco. So to the detail then, and this is a very well detailed locomotive. It's Hornby's modern B1, so it's to be expected, but this screen is, I think it's a new sort of livery for this logo, but Mayflower's not been done before by Hornby, I don't think so. I was like, yes, I need to get one of those. It is a nice logo. It's the only B1 I'll have. I won't get another one. But I just got it because obviously it's Mayflower. I'm not that much care, but I don't really care about the B1 enough to want loads of them. So yeah. But it is the only one that will be in the collection, so it's pretty cool in that regard. So there will only be one B1, which is this one. I do want a B17 though, which I do think looks quite similar as well, but that would be quite nice to get one of those as well. So anyway, right, back to the logo. We'll start at the front, and as you can see, you've got all the sort of lamps that are on it in real life, which are all dotted around the locomotive, which looks really good. We have the white lining across the front of the buffer beam there, which has got loads of rivets on it as well, which looks fantastic. Number 61306 on the front as well, printed nicely, and obviously sprung buffers, which is to be expected on a loco of this cost, because it was very expensive. Mayflower, you have the nameplate on the side, which is actually etched. It's not like printed, it is actually a proper nameplate. It looks really good as well. You have the red lining across the running plate and on the cylinders, which look fantastic, and part of the valve gear there in the middle. Got to have the lining on the wheels, and you'll see the slight discrepancy in that wheel there, which does look a little bit annoying. It's not that noticeable, but once you know it's there, it is a bit frustrating. But anyway, that's the only thing wrong with this locomotive as well. Anyway, there is I think a builder's plate there on that sort of front part. I don't think you can. I don't think it's legible. I have separately fitted handrail across the whole of the locomotive around the front, separately fitted lamp bracket, and smoke box dart as well, which is very, very nice. And then got the warning labels for the electrified lines, which looks great, and loads of mouldy detail, and separately picked out stuff in different colours, which is nice to see. And then the banding on the boiler, which is absolutely crisp and absolutely gorgeous, with the white and the black, which is really nice. You have the whistles at the top, well, the safety valves, and then the whistle at the back. They seem to be metal, but I think that's plastic, so you can tell there's a slight difference between the two, but it's not too bad. It looks pretty decent, moulded nicely as well. And then you have the gold around the windows, the glazing, which looks really nice as well. And then you have the opening on top of the cab. It doesn't have a slide door, it's just open. But Hornby chose to do it that way, so fair enough. Then we have a handrail across the side of the loco, which is pretty cool. On the side of the cab, and you have more glazing on the side there, and all the lining picked out around the cab, and obviously all the lining below, which is nice. 61306 printed nice on the side of the cab as well, which looks absolutely glorious. It's really well. Paintwork on modern locos is like insanely good. They all do look fantastic. And then you have the centre of the axles, which is picked out in the black and the white, which looks super realistic and amazing. I do think Hornby's wheels are really, really nice. They don't have any like axles poking through on most of the modern locos, which is really good. And then the valve kit looks pretty good as well. Moving into the cab itself, I'll try and the problem is the tender coupled permanently. There you go. You can see all the detail in there, which is nice. You've got all the gauges picked out and the all the pipes and everything like that. I don't know what any of those parts are called, so I'm not going to name any of them because I'll make myself like a complete dingleberry. But yeah, it looks fantastic. And then you have all the bits in the tender, picked out in separate colours, which looks really good. And the coal load, which pokes at the bottom, which is really nice to see. The tender itself is just a tender, but it's very nice with the apple green as well. And you have the white and the black for the lining, and the British Railways printed nicely on the side of the locomotive. And you've got all the red lining on the bottom half of the tender there as well, which is pretty cool. And obviously sprung buffers on the back. And all the sort of gold lamps that are on the front are also on the back, and lots of warning labels for electrified lines. I don't know whether it's a bit overkill having 4 in short distance from each other. I'm sure most people aren't that blind, but who knows? I mean, I'm not sure that it's necessary anyway. Then we have a handrail across the back with the sort of steps as well for people to be able to walk up back of the tender, which is pretty cool. And then we have obviously loads of nice coal in the back, so it is sort of realistic. I think it might be removable, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it isn't. No, I think it is, but I don't know. And then we've got the water tank back there, which is cool. It doesn't flip up like it does in the Curiosco Manor though. That is a gimmick that logo has, which is pretty cool. And the funnel as well. Yeah, so it is very well detailed. It is very nice as well. And there is a pipe that runs across the locomotive there, which is a bit stuck out, but that runs all along the side of the locomotive. It should be a little bit popped in further than that, but it decides it wants to pop out slightly. But that is the only difference on that side to this side. So there it is on the track. I will shortly get this running with some coaches around the layout, and we'll test the slow speed before that. But it does look fantastic as well, which looks really good. So I'm going to open the door though, so there will be some outside noise. It's because it is absolutely roasting in here because it's very warm in the UK at the minute. So there is Mayflower on the track, and it looks glorious. So we'll test slow speed so you can see. Just quite slow on that. I'm running on the older control, so I can't get super duper slow. So. Yeah, it cogs a bit, but other than that, it's very smooth at high speeds, which is good. So I'm going to pop some coaches with it, and then we will get it running around the layout. Does run very well. It looks fantastic when it's going around as well. I've had it a while, but now, and it's finally good to actually review it, because I got it at the same time as the J36. They both released at the same time, and I did have to send the original Mayflower back, and then I got this one not long after as a replacement. But yeah, looks great, and it runs well. It runs better than the last one I had. Then again, anything does. Yeah. One of many locos that I had on pre-order and still do. So there was a lot to come, and a lot will be joining, so make sure you are subscribed for that, because I will start getting through the locos as they actually turn up now, because I need to. But yeah, it does look great, doesn't it? There we go. So that is Mayflower, finally reviewed, and it looks fantastic, and it's a lovely loco. It was very expensive, and I don't think it's worth the amount of money that they were charging for the loco. But yeah, it's what it is. What it is. That's Hornby for you. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed finally seeing the review of Mayflower, and I will be back very soon for some more reviews. There are many to come, so hopefully get through most of them and then get back sort of level with where we're up to, with locos coming in and out. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you very soon for more videos. Goodbye.